This is practice problem number 6 from lesson 14, solving more systems, unit 4, linear equations and linear systems. And this is the short version in which I try to provide a minimal yet meaningful explanation of the solution. In this problem, you are asked to identify which of these 4 possibilities is the slope of a line that's drawn between these 2 points in a coordinate plane. Now, you're actually not asked to draw the graph, but here it is anyway. So this is 0.17, so it's 1 along the x-axis, 7 along the y-axis, and this is -3,4, so -3 along the x-axis and 4 along the y-axis. So what is the slope of this line? Now the slope is a measure of the length along the y-axis compared to the length along the x-axis. Well, the length along the y-axis is 3 units right here. If I start at this point, 3 units right here compared to 4 units along the x-axis, these 4 units right here. So the slope is actually going to be 3/4, and it's this answer right here. The answer is B. But the authors really want you to calculate what the slope is from these 2 points. So the slope, again, is the length along the y-axis compared to the length along the x-axis. So it's the difference. The way you find the length is you find the difference of the 2 points. So the difference in y, so the difference of 7 and 4, and the difference in x, the difference between 1 and -3. So if you choose to subtract 4 from 7, so 7 minus 4, which equals 3, and that, by the way, tells you the answer because this is the only answer that has 3 in the numerator, and each of these are simplified. So if you choose to calculate 7 minus 4, which is 3, then you have to also go in the same direction to calculate the difference in the x coordinates. So it's going to be 1 minus -3. So 1 minus -3 equals 4, and this gives you the slope, which is 3/4, which is B right here, 3/4. Now you could calculate 4 minus 7 and -3 minus 1, and you would get the same answer, 3/4. And one last note. So the slope is the measure along the y-axis compared to the measure along the x-axis. So for this answer, for every unit x, 1 unit, it goes up 3/4 of a unit along the y-axis. So y is 3/4 of x. So if the slope were a, y would be 4/3 of x. So it'd be 1 unit along the x-axis, 4/3. It'd be up here. If the answer were c, then y is 1/6 the x unit. So it'd be 1 unit along the x-axis, just 1/6. So it'd be a tiny bit right here would be the y value. And for d, it would be 2/3. So for every unit along the x-axis, it's 2/3 along the y-axis. So a little bit less than 3/4. So just a quick look at the slope. Now the longer version contains more detail in the calculation of the slope.